This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Matt McCullock, Taylor Newcomb, and our very energetic live studio audience.
And rumor has it they're a pretty athletic bunch, too.
Athletic they are. We have the cross-country team joining us, and look at them. Look at them. They're fired up.
Another athlete we've got in there. He's the linebacker for the football team, Geneo Grissom. We're talking with him later on.
And also we'll go look into the busy summer of one OU basketball star you may know as Buddy Love.
And later in face-off, Matt and I will debate which running back is the most dangerous.
But first up, it's football time in Oklahoma, and the Sooners are off to a hot start with wins over Louisiana Tech, Tulsa, the SEC's Tennessee, and most recently, West Virginia. OU beat the Mountaineers 45-33 in Morgantown for the conference opener. It was a breakout performance for true freshman running back SANCHEZ. Matt, what's the most impressive thing you've seen from this team so far?
Well, there's no doubt that the running backs have been the strong point of this offense this year. Just when we thought that Keith Ford was the best back on the team, Alex Ross comes in and breaks off an 82-yard touchdown run in Week 2 versus Tulsa. Then a couple weeks later, SANCHEZ absolutely goes off against West Virginia for 242 yards and 4 scores. So just when you think that one is better than the other, you're wrong. The Sooners have a three-headed monster in the backfield that cannot be contained.
And Taylor, the Sooners are ranked number 4. What makes this one of the best teams in the country?
Well, the Sooners' defense is unbelievably stacked this season. They've got that
That
strong front seven with Newcomb, Tapper, Strike, Grissom, Dom Alexander, just to name a few. And then in that secondary, they've got 2 total superstars, Julian Wilson, who had that 100-yard pick 6 against Tennessee, and ZACK SANCHEZ, who has had an interception in every game this season. Like I said, that's just naming a few of the good ones. So there doesn't really seem to be a weak link in this defense.
Matt, who is our offensive MVP for the first part of the season?
Well, I've been showing some love to the running backs, but Sterling Shepard gets my MVP up to this point of the season. He's just been consistent every single game. In the Sooners' last 3 games, he's had over 100 yards receiving. He's also 3rd in the Big 12 right now in receiving yards.
Taylor, who gets it on defense?
It was a close run for this one, but I'm definitely going to go ZACK SANCHEZ. Against West Virginia, he got that interception that stopped the Mountaineers from taking the lead into the half. That marked his 5th consecutive game with an interception and his 6th interception in the last 7 games. So we'll see if he can keep the streak alive. But honestly, even if he doesn't, he has still been really, really solid for the defense this season.
That's right, Taylor. He's continuing to make a big impact on the field despite a shoulder injury from earlier this season. And this week's Spotlight, we caught up with ZACK SANCHEZ on how that shoulder's feeling after a bye week.
It's feeling a lot better. The week off helped with the rest and things like that. So, I'm feeling good. Still got some rehab to do, just a sore injury. It's going to be sore, but, it's a lot better than it was a week ago.
Did you do anything fun with your downtime for the week off?
Slept. I went home on Saturday and just kind of chilled out with my family. Saw my dog again. I ain't seen him in like a month. So, just hung out with family and just rested.
Looking forward to the rest of the season, you've had an interception in every game. Is there pressure for you to keep that streak going?
No, it's just more pressure to play well. Regardless, I could care less if I get an interception. As long as we win the game, I play a pretty sound game, which I didn't do the last time we were on the field. So, it's just more pressure to play well, not necessarily just to get a pick, but just to play well for my defense and for my team.
And the defense is playing really well together. What do you think is the key behind how well you all mesh together?
Just the attitude of every single guy on the defense. Everybody wants to be the best player on the field, and everybody's competitive, and we glue together really well. We have a lot of chemistry. We play for one another, and we trust each other on each side of us. So that makes it easy, knowing that the guy next to me is going to do his job, and everybody's flying around, and it just makes it a whole bunch of fun.
With TCU coming up this weekend, what is your personal focus for this week? What do you want to improve on?
Definitely my tackling, number 1, just from last week, and then just my technique and getting back to playing how it was. I had a down game, but just getting back to playing like myself and, relying on my technique and things like that to lead me.
So I have to ask, the new hairdo, it's reminiscent of a Kenny Stills. What was the inspiration behind it?
No, it was just something different for me. Kenny, it wasn't nothing based on Kenny, but it was just something that I've been wanting to do and finally had some time to do it, so kind of got it done.
Well, SANCHEZ and the Sooners meet up with TCU this Saturday in Fort Worth. Moving into soccer, Matt, how are they doing?
Well, the soccer team outlasted Oral Roberts 1-0 in their final non-conference game of the regular season. The Sooners struck fast, scoring the only goal of the night thanks to true freshman Chelsea Jackson in the 6th minute. The Sooners outshot ORU 11-0 in the first half, but couldn't seem to find the back of the net besides that one early on. But thanks to goalkeeper Cassidy Stonewall Stade, it didn't seem to matter. Stade dominated, goose-egging the Golden Eagles. The ladies open up conference play versus number 9 Texas Tech on Friday.
Well, volleyball bounced back big after 2 losses last weekend. The Sooners upset number 23 Kansas State on Saturday in Norman, 3-2. This was their Big 12 opener and their first victory over a ranked opponent so far this season. Junior Kiera Holst, who was named Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week this week, had 23 kills, which is a career high for her. And sophomore Madison Ward had 18 kills to help improve the Sooners' overall record to 10-4. The Sooners continue Big 12 play this weekend against TCU.
Well, it was a fun one for the softball team as they opened up the Fall Festival with a bang on Friday night. The 3 Sooner pitchers combined for a no-hitter in the team's 2-0 win over Temple College. But that would only be the beginning of things to come.
That's right. The Sooners were just as dominant on Saturday with 2 shutout wins. They played Howard College on Saturday afternoon, and OU's 3 pitchers had absolutely no mercy, allowing just 1 hit and 1 walk the entire game. Final score was 13-0, and then later Saturday evening, it was more of the same when the Sooners played East Central University. They won that game 4-0.
All right, you guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this one. The Sooners summed up the domination on Sunday with a 23-2 win over the Seminole State College. The 2 teams agreed to play 10 innings, and from the looks of it, I'm sure the Trojans were regretting that decision for sure. The Sooners outscored all their opponents 42-2 over the weekend. Domination, like I told you. Domination.
Thanks so much, guys. Don't go anywhere because coming up in Face-Off, we are debating the most dangerous running back. We've also got Geneo Grissom in studio. We'll talk more with him. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's now time for Face Off, where we debate hot topics. I'm joined by linebacker Geneo Grissom. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, no problem. This is a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, we're going to have some more fun because later on we ask a face-off question for us.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay, sounds good. But first up, you guys' first question. With huge success on the ground for this season, who is OU's most dangerous running back? Matt, you're up first.
Okay, look, I know everyone wants to hop on that P-Ryan bandwagon, but Alex Ross is the most explosive back on this team by far. We got to see that speed in week 2 against Tulsa whenever he split the 4 defenders and for that 82-yard touch. Look at this. Look at that. Yep, 82 yards to the house. We saw that. And then against West Virginia, he takes the kickoff 100 yards down the other way. You know, he doesn't get as many touches as all the other backs, but he certainly makes the most out of them with that speed. It's dangerous.
Well, I am picking Samaj P. Ryan without a doubt in my mind. And I don't think you're going to be sorry for picking Alex Ross, and you're going to be so sorry. And I snapped, so I'm serious. Samaj P. Ryan is 5'11", 243 pounds. He is a fast-moving, bruising brick wall. He had 4 touchdowns against West Virginia. He rushed for 242 yards. By the way, that's in 1 game, not the entire season. Those are insane statistics. He is strong and fast. If he keeps going at this rate, I don't think anyone can top him.
All right, guys. What other fall sport has you excited?
Well, you know, all the buzz surrounds the football team in the fall, but how can you not be buzzing about the soccer team right now? Now, look, they've already surpassed their total number of wins from last season. They were ranked as high as 15 in the polls this year. And don't forget, they also beat number 6 Florida just a few weeks ago, and they only lost 1-0 to number 2 Florida State, and they've been outscoring their opponents 16-9. And you know, guys, whenever it comes to scoring, or whenever it comes to soccer, we like scoring, and they do a lot of that.
That is true, but volleyball is killing it if you're digging what I'm putting out right there. So that's what I'm going to go with. They just upset Kansas, and their next 11 games are conference games, so there's about to be a lot of really good competition there. Plus, this team is really young. After junior Kiera Holst, sophomore Kimmy Gardner leads the team with 149 kills, and true freshman Marion Hazelwood is coming in with 118. So this team has a lot of young potential, and they're really fun to watch.
All right, guys, this next question, it's coming from Geneo.
All right, guys, and there is a wrong answer. Are the Sooners stronger on offense or defense?
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, the fact that we're even having this discussion is pretty incredible because they're both really that good. But the offensive firepower is just too much for any team to handle. Now, look, Trevor Knight has already thrown – You guys don't like the offense? Okay. Trevor Knight has already thrown for over 1,000 yards in the first 4 games this year. The running backs, we've been talking about them all show long. They have 3 studs who are all just lights out, and Sterling Shepard as well. Sterling Shepard. And let's not forget about the big guys, the guys that make everybody look good. The O-line would be the 2nd biggest in the NFL. They've only allowed 2 sacks all year long. Think about that. 2 in 4 games.
Well, Geneo, you're going to like this answer because I'm going defense, not by a long shot, because obviously, like you said, the offense is really strong too, but offense gets all the glory, and defense wins championships. Am I right? I'm right. I am. Chukin Dule said that this defense is greedy, and he's right. They've only allowed 66 points total this season. They've had 8 interceptions. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but they've got that strong front 7 and an even stronger secondary. So this defense covers all the bases, and I'm going defense. Final answer.
All right.
All right, Gino, we're turning to you first. Do you think our winner is Matt or is it Taylor?
Just by that last question, I'm going to have to go with Taylor.
All right, audience. It's your turn. Cheer your loudest for whoever you think won. Is it Taylor? Or is it Matt? All right, I think Taylor got this one by a long shot. Good job, Taylor. It's now time for our tweet of the week. This one coming from ESPN's Kirk Herbstreit. He says, my weekly top 4, number 1, Oklahoma, 2, Bama, 3, Oregon, 4, FSU. I think that we can all agree on those power rankings. Well, don't go anywhere because coming up next, we'll talk more with Gino. We're also going to take a look at the exciting summer of Buddy Hield. Keep it right here.
Special thanks to our cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, WinStar World Resorts, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. From the top NBA players' skills academies to the FIBA Central Basket Championship, Buddy Hield has had a summer to remember. Matt McCullock is catching us up on all the excitement.
It tied up. Durant's going to have to hoist one up and does, and knocks it down.
Kevin Durant, LeBron James, names synonymous with greatness. Together, they have won 5 of the last 6 MVP awards. Now, they have an even closer tie to the University of Oklahoma basketball program. After an impressive sophomore season from Sooners guard Buddy Hield, the NBA superstars took notice. Hield received invites to both Kevin Durant and LeBron James' skill academies.
I got that invite, I was like, wow, this is a chance for me, and I would show everybody what I'm about and how serious I am. It was a fun summer basketball for me. It's just going out and competing against guys who's in the pros, who's in college, who's about to be pros.
Not only did Hield get to showcase his talent against the nation's top players, he even got to ball up with 2 of the best players on the planet.
Because like Braun he had so many things going on summer, so like he just wanted to play with us. It wasn't the sense in Katie. Katie was the more intense and stuff like that, but he went up and down with us for his possessions, and I should have shot a ball. He was guarding me. I was going to pull it, but I didn't pull it. I'm mad at myself. I don't know why I pulled it. I didn't pull it. I wasn't scared. I didn't know. I regret it, though. Hopefully I get an next shot to pull it against him.
Attending such prestigious camps isn't something that happens overnight. It takes hard work and dedication, being the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. That is one thing Hield has demonstrated since setting foot on campus.
Yeah, but he's always worked really hard every day to get better. And I think just naturally, as a competitor, when you get invited to go play or compete against the other best players in the country, you're probably going to work a little harder yet.
I really want to have great days every day, but that's the life of basketball, You try to be great, and only the great ones be great at a time. But I'm working there, and I think I get a chance of being like a pro one these days. But just working and working and working. I just got to keep on working.
Hield credits his teammates for all of his accomplishments. To say thank you, Buddy parted ways with all of the special gear he received at the camps.
I give it to my teammates. I feel like they're the reason I got there. They got me open shots. They hit me in the right spots. They know I'm comfortable at, and I feel like they deserve it more than I deserve it. And it wouldn't look cool for me coming from all those camps and me just showed off my gear.
There's nothing phony about Buddy. It almost sometimes you think he's kind of putting someone on with his friendliness and his outgoing personality, but no, that's the way Buddy is. He's just got a very good knack for, again, doing things that make others feel good when they're around him.
But the summer of Buddy Love wasn't over just yet. In August, Hield donned the colors of his nation at the FIBA Centro Basket Championship.
I went to play in the Bahamas national team up in Mexico, so that was a good experience for me. I haven't played for my country in a long time, so I was just overwhelmed. And my mom being in the team he played, I was more happy because she was there too and supporting me as well.
A summer for the ages, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Buddy Hield's basketball journey has taken him all across the map, but people that know him best say his journey has only just begun. Matt McCullock, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Matt. OU basketball tips off in an exhibition game against Washburn on November 7th. Right now, though, we've got a lot more football to enjoy, including Geneo Grissom, who's in studio right now with Matt and Taylor. Guys.
Geneo, thanks for joining us on the show tonight.
No problem, man. This has been a blast.
Good to hear.
Glad you like it. Well, you moved from defensive end over to linebacker this year. How has that transition been for you?
It's been. I've had days where it was not so fun, but it's been a lot of fun. Just being able to get out there and make plays is what it's about for me. As long as I can do whatever the coaches need me to do.
Did you expect the transition to be challenging, and how has it measured up to your expectations?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be challenging, it's. I think I'm coming into my role. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've been a vital asset to this dominating defense this year. One of the best we've seen in a long time. What's the key to success for you guys?
Just making sure that we prepare every week. The coaches do a great job of, getting a great game plan, and if we can execute the game plan, it usually works out in our favor. So.
Well, speaking of preparing, you guys have TCU this weekend, and they're definitely no sleeper. They're the third best offense in the Big 12. So what have you guys done to prepare for that going on the road in Fort Worth?
Luckily, we had a bye week last week, so we had an extra week to prepare for these guys. Like you said, they're great. They've got a great offense. They're top 5 in almost every ranking in the Big 12. So, they got a great team, and we got to be prepared. So.
All right, well, numbers don't lie. You've had just a crazy year so far. You've been a beast. Interceptions, broken up passes, ton of tackles. We saw Jordan Phillips hit the Shmoney dance a couple weeks ago. What is your dance? What do you have one for us?
I don't know.
Are you going to hit the Shmoney?
I mean, I
I
have
want to
the
see you
X.
do the Shmoney. There it is. Got him. Yes.
No, my thing is the X. It's something that I've done with my dad. It's kind of like a family thing. So be looking for the X.
All right, we definitely will. Allison, you have an audience question for us.
I do. This one is coming from Matt on the cross-country team.
Woo!
Do you have any pre-game rituals that you do before each game?
Not really. Put my socks on first, I guess.
That's a good place to start. We don't go anywhere because coming up next in this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge, we're playing putt-putt. And Geneo Grissom is playing with us. It's going to be a fun one. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. Coming up this week in Sooner Sports TV, volleyball is taking on TCU Wednesday night at 7, and right after Sooner Sports Talk at 9, a new episode of Coach's Corner Thursday night at 9:30, and for full game day coverage on Saturday, Sooner Sports Game Day starting at 1:30. For a complete schedule, check your local listings or head over to Soonersports.tv. Well, it's now time for this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge. We've got linebacker Geneo Grissom. He's been joining us all show long, and we are about to play putt-putt. Matt Taylor, how does it work?
That's right. We are playing putt-putt, but not just any putt-putt.
That's right. It's putt-putt with a twist. So we all get a shot, and if you make it, you get to give the next person after you an obstacle. You can do the hammer putter. You can make them close their eyes, stay on one foot. You know the drill. You know how it goes, so let's play.
All right, you're up first. Geneo, go. Hope you brought your A game. Are you good at this? Yeah. Are you going to get your Tiger Woods on? Okay, I see you. Sorry,
you're like breaking your focus. Okay.
Come on.
I'm ready. Okay.
Get it all!
We're terrible. Yeah, let's see it, Matt. Let's just see it.
I just got off the putt-putt link not that long ago.
All
right, you're up.
Somebody's
Somebody's got to
here.
make
Come on.
this.
Like,
All
you
right.
gotta do it. Oh, he had to have that
Oh,
ball.
you have to have that ball, huh?
Because
Yeah, it almost went in.
Oh, too much.
Guys, just
All right, you need to stop working out too much. Come on.
Maybe that's what it is.
All right. Like, this is serious. Okay. All right. That's it.
Man, you guys.
I was
All right, somebody's got to make this.
There it is. Get it.
All right. All right, you have to shoot with this.
The hammer
Yeah,
putter.
yeah.
That's what it is.
The hammer putter. Good luck. Good luck. I set you up for failure. That was my bad.
Yeah,
That was my bad.
You did. Okay.
All right, Taylor, what you got?
I got it.
What you got?
Okay.
All right, now you get to use the hammer putter, Matt.
Yeah.
Now
I
you
mean,
get
you
to.
did cheat.
So.
So.
I didn't
He
cheat.
did cheat.
I didn't cheat.
He absolutely cheated.
On a handicap.
If you make
Look
this
it
one,
up.
then you can win.
Oh,
Okay,
Close.
Gino.
close.
All right, you have the chance to take it away. Like,
Here.
you can't let him win.
Here. Is that ball good? Is that good enough?
All right.
All right,
here
we
go.
are going to keep battling this one out, but that's all the time we have this week.
There it is.
Be sure to catch us next time. We got to win!